Hello everyone, my name is Destiny Washington and today's video will be about the pros and cons of social media. So instead of coming to you today to talk about the typical how social media is dwindling our students' grades, or in the wake of the news reporter shootings, how social media makes it easier to access and upload horrific, gruesome videos, I thought I would talk about something that's a little bit more commonplace that we as individuals probably do not think about as much because our society is so fast-paced. Before I even begin, I'd like you to think about the last time you took time to go visit a friend that lives 10 to 15 minutes away to simply say hello, to enjoy a cup of coffee, or to watch television. I was reading through the internet the other day and I found an interesting article from The Telegraph, the United Kingdom's newspaper, that stated that social media is killing off our visits to friends. So in 1995, they found that the average person spent 192 visits a year catching up with their old friends. And like I said, this isn't going from Michigan to California. This is simply going from your neighborhood to their neighborhood to say hi. So in 2014, they redid that study and found that that number had dropped to 136 visits a year. They did mention, however, that the number of visits outside the home has remained constant, which means that people are still going to the movies with their friends. People are still going out to eat with their friends. But as far as going over to their house just to say hi, no one's doing that anymore in this day of age where social media is becoming bigger and bigger because we don't necessarily feel like we have to anymore, unfortunately. So, a pro about social media is that it makes connecting with friends easier. We can't deny that. We can get on Facebook, we can get on Twitter, we can get on Instagram, and we can instantly see how our friend is doing. Another pro is that it makes connecting with long distance friends easier as well. So back in the day when people had to write letters to their friends, I'm sure there was a huge disconnect because you couldn't physically see how your friend was doing. You didn't know what their house looked like. You didn't know how their day-to-day functions were in this new town. But nowadays, we can simply pick up our phone and call or FaceTime and Skype our friends, and we can watch them walk through their new campus. They can show us their new house instantaneously. So we can't deny that that's a great pro of social media. Another pro is that social media offers us low cost and free networking opportunities such as LinkedIn, and that's great. A con of social media, however, is that people are forgetting how to communicate with one another. So people are fine as long as they're behind a computer screen, but when it comes to face talking, we're realizing that people either don't know how to talk properly or they're extremely anxious about doing so because we're not required to as much anymore. This alludes to my next point that people no longer know how to write effectively because of so much of this social media where the writing style is a bit relaxed, or when we write documents we have autocorrect that corrects us. No one feels the need to actually learn how to write or communicate the proper way anymore. Another con that we can't deny is that social media is a distraction. There's been numerous studies put out about this. It distracts the workplace and it also distracts the learning process. So what I want you to take from this video as you go on is that you need to make time to spend time with your friends. We are all guilty of simply texting our friends to say how are you, or just thinking that we know how they're doing because we saw their Facebook post earlier that day. So make time to spend time with your friends. Instead of Facebooking, tweeting, Instagramming your friends, go over their house, spend time, play a board game, watch TV, connect. Like I said, my name is Destiny Washington. That concludes this video, and I will see you next time.